Welcome to MATLAB. Today, you're on your journey to find a pattern and hence a rule for finding the percent of a number. Percent indicates a special type of fraction in which the value given is a measure of the number of parts in every 100 parts that is to be used. For example, 25% means 25 in every 100. Today, you're provided with a lab observation sheet which has a few problems regarding finding percentage of a number. If you look carefully at your lab observation sheet, each problem has a model of a 10 by 10 grid. This is a 10 by 10 grid. It has 100 squares. If I shade one square, what fraction does it represent? Is it not 1 by 100 or 1 out of 100? Can you write this fraction as a percentage? Is it not equal to 1%? To represent 70% of a given quantity in a 10 by 10 grid, I need to shade 70 squares. What percent of a given quantity does this shaded region represent? I have shaded 35 squares. Yes, indeed, it represents 35% of the given quantity. What does the entire 10 by 10 grid represent? Yes, indeed, it represents 100% of a given quantity. Let us consider the following problem. What is 20% of 150? Now look carefully at your model. My entire 10 by 10 grid represents 150. That is, 100 squares represent 150. So, every row of 10 will represent 150 divided by 10. That is nothing but 15. So, if every 10 represents 15, I also know that 20% represents 20 squares. So 20% of 150 is nothing but 15 plus 15, which is nothing but 30. This can also be solved as 20 by 100 because 20% is nothing but 20 by 100 is equal to x by 150. So can I say x is nothing but 20 by 100 into 150? So cancelling the zeros, I get x is nothing but 30. Is this the same answer as we got by using our model? So to find x% of a number y, it is sufficient to multiply the fraction x by 100 into y. You need to remember that x% means x out of 100. The word of means into or multiplication, and you write y as it is. So x% of y is nothing but x by 100 into y. Have fun discovering more about percentage.